us? Yeah, I just forgot to record this from the starting. No problem. We have not started anything, so it is better to start recording. Okay. Okay. So we are going to discuss about the SAP extended warehouse management. Okay. So it is related to SAP logistics side. Okay. Warehouse management, it is related to our logistics side when we maintain the stock inside a warehouse, how to let's say issue that stock or how to receive that stock whenever there is a, let's say, warehouse is there. Okay, let's say huge warehouse is there where we are just maintaining the material. Let's take an example of any kind of big warehouse, let's say any kind of ERP. We can say the e-commerce websites are there. Let's say Amazon is there, let's say Flipkart is there, so they are having a lot of materials or goods are there, so they are storing in somewhere. Okay, that is basically called a warehouse. Okay, it is a big place or big location where we store all kind of material. So whenever it comes to the managing of those kind of warehouses or those kind of stock, we will be dealing with the warehouse management in SAP. Before it was SAP WM was there, warehouse management. Right now there is SAP EWM is in scope. It is not like that. It was right now they have introduced SAP EWM. We will be looking into the, like, what is the um, let's say starting of SAP, or let's say growth of SAP EWM when it has started. So history kind of thing we'll be understanding, and we will be going into the topics. Okay, some of the basic things we'll be looking into it. But before that, let me tell some details about the classes. Okay, so that it will be helpful. Maybe you are having some questions on the classes itself, right? So let me just stop sharing and we will just discuss. Okay. So first let's understand what is this classes and when these classes will be happening and what are the other details are there. First thing, we will be starting these classes from 9th onwards. Okay, 9th of this month we will be starting. From Tuesday onwards we will be starting these classes, and the classes will be in the morning session. We will be having from 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. almost every day. So 1.5 hour session. Maybe going forward, maybe we can extend the session for couple of more minutes, or let's say 30 minutes to I believe 1 hour or 1.5 hour is a very good time and good session will be there. More than that, it will be little bit more informative, so it will be not easy to digest, right? So 1 hour to 1.5 hours is a good time to have a session. Okay, just hold on a second. Okay. So that will be the class timing. Classes will start from the 9th. Right now, we are taking the registrations. So if you are interested, you can do the registration. How you can do the registration? You can just go to the website. There you can book your classes. Let me take you to the website. Are you able to see my screen? Okay, I forgot there is no voices there. Okay. Okay, fine. So you are able to see my screen, right? So here you can see this is the website. So you can go to the courses. In the courses, you can go to SAP EWM Basic to Advanced course. So the course fees will be 24,999. Right now there is a 10% of discount is there. Okay, if you are enrolling for the first 10 people or first 10 students, there will be a discount of 10%. And also you can do, or also you can go with a part payment also. Okay, if you want to pay it on an installment basis also, you can do a installment also. Okay, so on the installment payment also it is available. So there will be 3 months of installment period will be there. So first month, second month, third month, you can give it on a part payment basis also. Okay, so this is how you can book your course. Okay, just click on buy, and first 10 is the coupon code. You can directly, when you click on it, it will be showing you. Okay, you can go here, you can see this is the discount 2500, around 2500 discount is there, so you can book your course around 23,000, you can book it. Okay, so one time also you can book it, or if you want to go for a part payment, you can go for a part payment. And here also you can see you can get it under 8500 per month. So there is no discount for the let's say for the installment option, there is no discounts are there. If you are going for a one time option, you will be going you will be going to get a discount of 2500 or 10%. Okay, so this is how you can book it. Okay, so now, so this is how you can book your course, and you can get all of the okay, next come to your, maybe you are having the question of how we can get the recording. So once you are purchasing this course, under the purchase section, there you will be getting all of the recordings, and there will be like for each course there will be a section, membership section, or there will be a course section will be there. Inside that one, you will be getting all the course material or study material what will be required. You will be getting all the study materials over there. You will be getting all the recordings over there. Okay, and sometimes, let's say if you are unable to attend the live classes, you can go to the recording session, and you can use that recording session, you can learn from the recording also. Okay, and course materials, every study materials I'll be sharing you over there itself, so you can have the course material there. You can try to study from the course materials also. Okay, so materials and recorded classes, everything will be available in the in your dashboard section. Basically, when you log in, you purchase a course, inside that course you will be having all of those things. Okay, so that's all about how to book your courses. Now let's understand some of the basic topic, or some of the basic concept, let's say history of SAP EWM or SAP warehousing process. And then we will be looking into some of the basic concept of SAP EWM. If some people they are already working in WM, so they will be little bit of relevant to this course. Okay, because some things have changed, something are there concepts, some concepts are already the same. But this course you can do, everyone can do, if you are in SAP, if you have learned SAP, if you are working in SAP, or else if you are not working in SAP also, if you want to learn from the fresh also, you can learn it. Okay, that's why it is a from basic to advanced course. Okay, from basic also, basic people means who don't know anything about EWM, they can also join. If you are already working in MM, or you are working in WM also, they can also join, or they can also learn this thing. Okay, so now let's see what is the basic thing of SAP MM. Okay, so are you able to see the screen in a proper way, or shall I put it to a presentation view? Just let me know if you are able to see the screen properly, means the presentation you are able to see it properly. Just mention yes or no in the chat. I'm just looking into the chat. Yes, okay. Okay, so everyone is able to see the, so everyone is able to see the screen, right? So now SAP EWM, extended warehouse management. So is it started right now? SAP EWM started right now, or it is before? If I say you that SAP EWM has been started a long time before, so this will be the timeline for SAP warehouse management. Okay, so we can see from 2005 SAP EWM is there. Okay, it is not like that SAP EWM is right now, it is started right now or something. So it is there from 2005. So there are multiple solutions are there for SAP EWM. Okay. So in let's say, okay, so in 1998, SAP has started the SAP WMS solution. WMS means warehouse management solution. It has started in 1998. There was couple of, let's say, so there are couple of, uh, just wait for a second. Yeah, sorry for the disturbance. Okay. So SAP has proposed a solution of warehouse solution from 1998, and there was like in 1998 there was a complete solution or WMS standalone solution was there. Okay, you can use the SAP WMS as a standalone solution like SAP WM. You can use it individually. Before that one, there was in 1993. From the 1993, there was warehouse concepts were there. Warehouse concept like storage unit have been introduced, parallel processing has been introduced, and in 1995 there is introduction integration with other modules, let's say production planning, let's say quality management with logistics information or LIS system. Okay, so these kind of system integration was there in 1995. In 1997 there was rough workload estimation, there was picking waves and two-step picking process, warehouse monitor was there. So these kind of solution means simple kind of introduction to SAP warehouse solution was introduced. And in 1998, SAP introduced a SAP warehouse management standalone system where you can use the individually the SAP warehousing solution. Okay, with that one they have introduced the RF devices. Okay, there was not complete usage of RF devices was there, prototype RF devices was introduced. Okay, then in 2000, year 2000, they have introduced the complete solution on the RF devices and SAP console. At that point of time, they have introduced the handling unit management and they have introduced the packing station. So if these concepts or these things are new to you, so don't worry about it. In our course, we will be discussing all of these things, what are related, what are the things are there in SAP EWM. We will be discussing all of those things in our coming sessions. Okay, so basically if you are already working in a WM side, then you might have known what is a handling unit management or what is a handling unit, what is a storage unit, what is a RF device, what is a, let's say, two-step process of picking, what is a warehouse monitor, you might have known. If you are new to SAP WM or warehousing solution, then you might not have heard this kind of terms. So in our classes, we will be talking or we will be discussing about these terms and these topics. Okay. So in the year 2002, there is an introduction to task and resource management. What is a task and resources management? Basically, when you work in a warehouse, there are certain tasks should will be assigned to each of the resources. Let's say you are a warehouse operator, you are working in warehouse. So there will be a task will be assigned to your user ID and there will be a device will be assigned to you. So directly you can take that device and there will be certain tasks will be assigned over there. You can perform those tasks. So that will be your daily activities. So that is basically maintained in a task and resource management. This will be helpful for let's say for the higher management to see what kind of jobs or what kind of activities that a resource is doing, so that it will be helpful for annual review kind of thing. Okay, that is basically to simplify your works per day and to have a understanding of your, let's say, of your work, or we can say your productivity. They will they can we can say they can check your productivity, and at the annual review it will be helpful for everyone that who is working how much, and how much is the productivity, and how they can get let's say promoted or something that will be related to that. Okay, now in 2004, yard management has been introduced, cross docking and value added service has been introduced. So this is till 2004, and in 2005 SAP has introduced a SAP SCM system, okay, supply chain management system. In that, they have introduced the SAP extended warehouse management system. Okay, so they have introduced. Anyone is saying anything or missed something? No, right? Okay, fine. So in 2005, SAP has introduced a SAP SCM solution where they have introduced this SAP EWM concept. So with that one, SAP EWM, parallelly that SAP WM solution was also there, and SAP EWM solution was also there. Okay, so now you might have hearing this SAP EWM concept or SAP EWM term right now. Before couple of years, from I believe from 2020, it was a larger audience where hearing this term SAP EWM, but from 2005 people are there in SAP EWM and they are working in SAP EWM. So it is a very old technology. It is not like that it is introduced right now and it is means it is a new technology. No, it is a SAP very old technology from 2005. If we say around, we can say 20 years, almost 20 years is there, right? So almost 19 to 20 years has been passed that SAP is using this SAP EWM solution. Okay. First, when it is introduced, it was there as a part of SAP SCM system, supply chain management system. There is a different system, means your ECC system is one system, and there is one more system that is SAP SCM system. Okay, I believe you might have heard this kind of SAP SCM, SAP CRM, SAP SRM system. So these are some of the business solutions that are focused for some part of, let's say, business. Okay, SCM is a supply chain management where you can deal with the, let's say, storage part, and you there you can deal with the, let's say, transportation part, you can deal with the let's say planning part. So those kind of things, it is mostly related to the supply chain. Okay, so inside that supply chain management, there was a SAP EWM was there. So SAP EWM first version was 5.0. This was the normal, or we can say this is the starting of SAP EWM. In 2005, SAP EWM was started, and in 2007, SAP EWM introduced this labor management. Till now, okay, till now, from then, from 2005 to till now, the SAP WM solution is also there as a part of warehousing solution. SAP EWM is there as a part of SAP SCM. From 2020, let's say, we can say S4 HANA 2020 version. Okay, from that one, it is introduced as a embedded system. Embedded system means with your SAP S4 HANA system, you can use extended warehouse management directly in there. Okay, so that is introduced in S4 HANA 2020. In the 2020 version, it is added as a embedded system. Before that one, if anyone was using the SAP EWM system, it was a separate system. Okay, so you can use a ERP system where you can use that MM, or you can use that SD and everything. Let's say your ERP side, you are working in the SAP, let's say S4 HANA side, and if you are willing to go for a EWM version, then you have to take a extra system of SAP SCM where you can use the SAP EWM. So that is the solution before 2020. After the S4 HANA 2020 release, it is started, or it is added as a integrated version of S4 HANA, and they are calling it as a embedded EWM system or embedded EWM solution. Okay, so we will discuss about the different kinds of solution, how we can implement the SAP EWM, or how we can take the EWM solution, who will be this EWM solution will be useful, who can go for the SAP WM. So right now, what is happening? So this is basically the history of warehousing solution of SAP WM and EWM. So right now the version which is used as a SAP standalone system, that is SAP EWM standalone system, that is a EWM 9.5. That was the last version which is developed. After that, SAP is developing mostly all of the things that is related to our like the embedded system and everything that is added to the S4 HANA system, because going forward they will be SAP is planning to use everything under a S4 HANA solution. Okay. Now let's understand. Now let's understand what is the difference between SAP WM and SAP EWM. Okay. If someone is associated with SAP WM, let's say if you have worked or not, that is a different thing. But if you have seen anywhere the solution of SAP WM, so this will be helpful for you. If you are not yet associated with the SAP WM also, this will be also helpful for you. Okay, so now let's understand what is the difference between SAP WM and SAP EWM. Okay, now in the SAP EWM, there are certain solutions are there, like manage stock at the storage location, warehouse bin management, placement strategy, removal strategy, pick logic, replenishment, and standard mobile RF technology, storage unit management, handling unit management, yard management. So these are the things which we can manage under SAP WM. Okay, we can manage the stock, we can manage the bin, there will be storage bins will be there. So there are a lot of things will be there which we are going to discuss inside the course. Okay, so basic structure of the, let's say basic structure of EWM or basic structure of warehouse, then we can see what is a different kind of structures are there, then we can see what kind of strategies are there, what kind of logics are there. So those kind of things we will be learn inside the course. So basically here you can see manage stock at the storage location, and you can manage the bin, storage bins will be there. Placement strategy, what is a placement strategy? Basically how you can place the material inside your warehouse, where you can place the material in your warehouse. So there are certain strategies are there. It will automatically trigger while you are receiving a item, that will automatically trigger. Same thing for the removal. Let's say if you are removing some of the product, how you should remove, where you should remove, there will be a strategy will be there. The strategy will be defined in the starting of when you are implementing your SAP warehouse solution, and it will be working while you are removing a stock. It will automatically work for that one. In the system it will show you from where you have to pick that, those kind of stock you can pick it, and where you have to place it. All of those things it will be showing you on the system or in the device. Okay, then there will be a pick logic, how it should pick the stock. Okay, then there will be replenishment. Replenishment is basically refilling the stock. Okay, that is called a replenishment. Means once your stock is getting over, then you have to refill it. Okay, there will be inside the warehouse, there are certain locations will be there. So there are certain amount of, let's say your material needs to be there. Okay, so for that one there will be some replenishment method will be there, so that is available in the SAP WM system. RF technology, we have already discussed about the RF technology. RF technology is basically, it is a radio frequency device. Okay, what is a radio frequency device? I believe you have seen like in the stores. Okay, if you have gone to any store, they're having a let's say barcode scanner is there. Okay, so in the barcode scanner, every product is associated with a barcode, so they are scanning that one, and in the system it will showing the all of the details of that material. So this is a standard system of warehousing, right? So whenever you go to a warehouse, there you can sorry, when you go to a marketplace, there they are scanning with the barcode. So same thing with a warehouse also. So that is, barcode device is a smaller device, RF device is a kind of bigger device, and it will be having a display. So when you scan a product, it will show you all of the details of that product. Okay, let's say where this what is this material, and what is this handling unit, what is the let's say packaging material, and how it should be stored, or where you have to pick it, where you have to place it. So all of the information will be showing in your RF device. So that is basically a scanner device, and it will be a bigger kind of thing, what you see in a like your barcode scanner is there. So that is a bigger kind of that device, and it will be having a mobile type of screen will be there. It will be showing you all of the details related to that material. So that is in the SAP WM solution, it was there. Next one is storage unit management. Storage unit is how you can store the material. There will be a storage unit, let's say box type of storage will be there, open storage will be there. So those kind of storage units will be there, how you can manage that storage unit, where you can store the material. So those all of these things is coming under your storage unit management. Next one is your handling unit management. Handling unit management is basically, it is, if we say about the handling unit is consisting of your material and your packaging material. So both of those things, if we combine it, it is called as a handling unit. So inside a handling unit, there will be a packaging material, and there will be certain materials will be there. So that is a handling unit. So that thing also we can manage it under a SAP WM solution. So these things are available in SAP WM and in SAP EWM also. And if we see this task and resource management and TRM system, means we have discussed about the task and resource management. This is also available in SAP WM, but it is not available at that broader stage. Okay, only preliminary kind of thing is there. So you cannot, we have discussed about the performance, and we have discussed about the, let's say, your productivity. All those kind of things are not available in the SAP WM system. Only you can let's say you can configure a task, you can configure a resource, and you can configure a device. You can assign all of them to one place. Okay, then whenever a resource shows his sees his device, in that device he will be able to know what kind of tasks are there. But that is again, it is like extended to the EWM. Some solution have been extended to the EWM, and the functionality has been increased in SAP EWM. Okay. Other than that, every solution which is there, here you can see value added services, cross docking. So these kind of things are there in the SAP WM, but as a standard functionality. Okay, means it is a limited functionality. You can use it, but it is not like it is very helpful. But in the SAP EWM, these functions, okay, these functions are having a lot of usability and lot of practical usability. Okay, that is why SAP EWM is right now, it is very demanding in the warehouses. So where there is a warehouse, basically in India we don't have much bigger warehouses, or warehouses, warehouse concept are not largely introduced in the India, kind of in the India. So basically, as of now, if we see the EWM solution, basically or majorly, which is a part of your European region and your, let's say, you American region, in that point, those places we can see a larger warehouses. Let's say pharma companies also, they are having a bigger warehouses. We can say the logistics company. Let's say this. We are having, let's say, a blue dart company over here, that is a logistics company. If we say the parent company of blue dart, that is a DHL logistics. Okay, so if we say about the DHL, so DHL is not only managing the logistics, let's say moving the stock from one place to another place, but they are having a bigger warehouse where they are maintaining all of the products of, let's say, Amazon, let's say Levi's, let's say your any of the materials are there for any small companies, big companies, so they are managing the warehousing. Okay, so they are managing the warehouse, they are keeping their stock, whenever it is required they can move the stock from their warehouse. So it is very much needed for these kind of big warehouses that everything needs to be automated. Okay, this task, this let's say this picking logic, removal strategy, everything needs to be automated so that there will be like the visibility and the work will be easy for the warehouse operators. Okay, but in the basic WM you can use the WM, but there will be no such kind of thing. Okay, automation is very limited. You have to pick everything, or you have to do everything on a manual basis. Okay, mostly everything will be done in a manual basis, so that's why it is better to have a EWM solution for the larger warehouses, or for the, we can say, the critical warehouses who are having a lot of things they are keeping in their warehouses. It will be very important to have a EWM solution. Okay, so this is the difference between WM and EWM solution. So the people, we can say the business which are having the simple warehouse solution, let's say you are having a plant, there you are storing the material, from there you are removing the material, so this is kind of simple kind of warehouse solution. For that one you can go for the SAP WM model. And for the critical or big warehouses like the DHL is there, like we can say the Amazon is there, we can say let's say any of the companies are warehousing companies are there. For them, let's say pharma companies, they are having a critical warehousing function. Okay, so for them it is very much required that they take a SAP EWM solution. Okay, so now coming to that, now SAP is going to sunset the SAP warehouse management solution by 2025. Okay, 2025 December, there will be no SAP WM solution. That is one more reason why everyone is trying to move to SAP EWM solution, because this SAP WM is not that much of, let's say, we can say, popular for warehousing management right now. If we say before 10 years or before 5 years, if we say, SAP is having a lot of scope, but the SAP WM solution is not that much of popular due to its functionality, because it is not that much of easy to use and not that much of having practical functionality. So that's why major of the people, they are using some different warehouse solution. Let's say there will be JDA system will be there. Okay, there will be Oracle system will be there, which most of the people, they find it cheap and they find it useful as that point of time, if I say before 5 years point of time. Right now, with the development of SAP EWM and with the development of SAP S4 EWM, right now it is very popular and it is very user friendly, and it is having a better functionality, because we can customize anything for that RF device. We can use it much user friendly for the users, so their work will be pretty much easy. Okay, that's why everyone is going to opt for SAP EWM solution. Okay, first thing is usability, second thing is visibility, third thing is due to the sunsetting of SAP WM solution, so they will be, everyone or most of the people, they are moving to SAP EWM. Right now, this is the reason why SAP EWM is having a large scope, or we can say it is under a bigger demand. Okay, that's why it is better to learn the SAP EWM and to move to the SAP EWM functionality. So there will be, we can say, there will be much opportunities will be there. With the opportunity, there will be higher, we can say, the pay band will be there. So right now we will not focus on the pay band or different thing. Our first target should be we should learn the SAP EWM, we should know the SAP EWM concept, then we can try to have a job, try to get a job. After that, we can try to focus in the, let's say, working on the EWM, and the next byproduct or next outcome should be or will be you can get a good salary hike, you can get a good on-site opportunities. As I have mentioned, this EWM solutions are mostly, this will be solution for we can say Europe or American regions will be there. And for EWM implementation, definitely, if anyone is a part of EWM solution, if you are in that scope or if you are in that position, definitely you have to go to the warehouse to understand their process. But in, if we compare this with the other process, let's say SAP MM or SAP SD or FICO, you don't have to go to the let's say to the plant to understand how they are procuring, how they are purchasing the material, or how they are selling the material, or how they are maintaining the price. But for EWM or for WM solution, it is very important that you have to go to the location and you have to see how they are working, what is their working process, how they are doing it right now, how they can perform it in the SAP. So those kind of things will be there. So definitely you can expect a on-site opportunity for that one. And on-site opportunity, I don't guarantee you, because in many of the companies might be there will be some senior consultant will be there. They will be, they might be, they will be moving to the on-site and they will be doing the thing. So this is a opportunity. I can say opportunity. Once you are working in there, definitely after some point of time, definitely you will be getting those kind of things. Okay, that is the benefit of learning SAP EWM. Okay. Okay. So till now, any question? Ramana, I have given the SAP WM and EWM difference. I have answered you that one. What is the standalone system? Standalone system, you can use it uh, like we can use it alone. Like SAP MM, you cannot use it alone. With SAP MM, you have to use, let's say, SAP SD will be there. There will be ERP solution will be there. But WMS, you can use it alone. So you can only take the SAP WMS solution. Let's say you are only having a warehouse. You don't have any kind of other thing. So if you are only having a warehouse, so directly you can take only the SAP WMS system and you can work. That is called a standalone system. Okay. Standalone system means that will work individually, that will not have or that will not depend on other systems. So data flow will be there from other system, but you can work individually in that system itself. Okay, that is a standalone system. So anyone having any questions, any doubts, anything, you can let me know, then we can move on to the next slide. Maybe we can end with the next slide. Are you able to hear me? Yes, no? Is that mandatory to have known? No, it is not mandatory to learn EWM to have MM. So every module is different. So it is a integrated module. If I say about the MM and EWM, that is an integrated module. Right now we are having, means purchasing will be there definitely, right? If you are managing a warehouse also, there will be some purchasing or there will be some orders will be there. MM will be there, SD will be there. So there will be integration topic will be there. Whenever you are purchasing some of the material, you have to store it, so that storing section will go to the EWM. So unless you are having that EWM part completed, you will not be able to do the GR in the MM side. Okay, so once we are going inside, we will be knowing the process flow and everything. And no, it is not mandatory to learn EWM to have the MM knowledge, or if we have the MM knowledge, it is not mandatory to have the EWM knowledge. If you are willing to learn it, so you can learn it. Okay, it is an integrated topic, we can say that. Okay, so EWM is integrated with your SAP MM, SAP SD, SAP PP, SAP TM. These are some of the models which are integrated with SAP EWM. Okay. Okay, any other questions, anyone, any doubts? Okay, so we can see what are the solutions are available, like the standalone system and all. Now we will look into that. So what is the SAP EWM deployment scenario, or how you can install or implement the SAP EWM solution? Okay, so here you can see this is a centralized scenario. Centralized scenario means you are having a SAP ERP system. Inside that ERP, you are having a logistics, you are having a FICO, you are having a WM solution. Okay, SAP ERP means you will be having that. Let's say SAP MM will be there, WM will, SD will be there, PP will be there, everything will be there inside the SAP ERP. With that, you are taking a solution of SAP WM. Okay, inside that one system, let's say SAP ECC. Under that SAP ECC, you are having all of these things. SAP MM will be there, SD will be there, FICO will be there, WM will be there, everything will be there. That is a centralized scenario. Okay, so data will be stored inside one system and you can use the data. This is the centralized scenario if you are using all of these things. This is working, or this was working before the S4 HANA system. This is a ERP scenario. We can say ERP or ECC scenario. Okay. Now next one is a decentralized scenario. What is a decentralized scenario? Decentralized scenario means you are having a SAP ERP system. Okay. SAP ERP or SAP ECC system you are having, and you are having a another system of ERP WM system. Okay. So WM is a separate entity. Let me, okay, we'll see it in the next. So let me give you an example. So whenever you are logging inside the let's say this is just an example, don't take it exactly, I'm just giving you an example. So let's say whenever you are logging inside the SAP, so there you are having a option of client, right? You can log into the client 100, you can have a system. You can log into the client 200 and you are having another system. So similarly here we can have one system for the SAP ERP, one more system for the SAP WM solution. Okay, so that will be separate system. So SAP WM will be a separate system, SAP ECC will be a separate system. So this is also possible for decentralized scenario. Why these kind of things are introduced, or why these kind of things are there? So in some of the companies or some of the business, so purchasing or let's say MM side is not that much of important, but they mostly deal with the, let's say, warehousing. So for them, WM system should work every time. It should not get down by any time. Okay. So that's why what they do, they will keep it as a separate system so that the workload will be limited or workload will be less, and there will be less downtime will be there. Processing will be faster. You can use other systems in SAP ECC, let's say your MM functionality, your SD functionality, your FICO functionality, PP functionality. You can use a different SAP system and you can send the data to the ERP WM system. There you can send the data, like once you are receiving the product. Okay, you are receiving the product, then you can send the data to the SAP WM, and in SAP WM they will process certain things. Let's say put away, they will be processing, picking, they will be processing. After that, they will be sending a confirmation back to the SAP. So both of the system will work, but they will be different kind of system will be there. So that is called a decentralized ERP scenario. So both of these things are a part of ERP system. Now, when we come to the SAP EWM solution, so EWM solution, here we can say this will be a decentralized system. Let's say we are having a ERP system and we will be having a SCM system, right? So we have seen EWM as a part of SCM, supply chain management system. So we can have a supply chain management system. Inside that we can have a extended warehouse management, and we are having the ERP as a separate system, and the data will be flowing to and fro from the ERP system to the EWM system. So this is one more scenario. This is the same situation when we are having, like, our focus will be mostly on the EWM solution, and EWM system should run without any issue or without any error, and there will be system load should be less. So in those kind of scenario, we will be using the these kind of decentralized scenario. Okay, there is one more scenario also there. EWM as a SAP EWM as a add-on function will be there. Okay, with the ERP system you can have a SCM system. So this will typically work as I have mentioned you as the client system. Okay, let's say one client for the ERP, one client for the SCM add-on. Okay, that is also possible. So these are certain things which we can implement or which we can deploy the EWM solution. And right now, if we say about this ERP system, or we can say our next system, which will be, let's say, our SAP S4 HANA with the embedded EWM solution. So EWM will be there inside your ERP or inside your S4 HANA system itself. We can use it. So we will be learning both of these, decentralized scenario and the embedded scenario. Okay, both of the things we will be learning. So basically, for some of the, let's say, as per the functionality, if your major things are SAP EWM or warehouse management, then you can go for a decentralized scenario. Or the business which is like they are mostly focused on the SAP, let's say, warehousing solution, so they will be going with the let's say, for this, we can say, decentralized scenario. So that what will happen when there is ECC system, or let's say ERP system is down, still your EWM will be working, because there will be a lot of issue will be there if you are not able to create a shipment, if you are unable to load, if you are unable to pick. So there will be a lot of issue will be there, because it is like whenever you send some of the product, it is not like that one product you have to ship. That one product will be a part of a larger shipment. Let's say you are sending the material in a truck. If that one product is not getting picked for that truck will not move, or the truck will not leave. So for that one, the let's say, the EWM solution, the decentralized EWM solution is the only way to go for it, so that your EWM functionality will work efficiently. Okay, so that is the decentralized scenario. So in the course also, we will be learning both of the topic, as the decentralized scenario and the embedded scenario. Major changes or major things will be there. For decentralized scenario, we have to, let's say, the master data, or the data we have to create two types of data, one for your ERP system, one for your, let's say, EWM system. But for the embedded, let's say, embedded EWM system, so there will be no other systems will be required, or data replication will not required. The same data or master data will be created in the centralized in one system itself, and that data will be used by both of the system. Let's say for the also they can use, for the ERP side they can also use, for the EWM side also they can use. But there are certain things which you have to create it for the EWM side itself. But other than that, every data will be used by both of the systems. So these are the deployment scenarios are there. Okay. So anyone having any questions, anything? Anyone having any questions or any doubts, anything, you can ask now. So now, so this will be today's session. So that is an introduction to SAP EWM. Course structure, you might have a question on the course structure. So course structure I'll be uploading to the website. So in some time, maybe after 1 hour or sometime, you will be able to see what is the course structure, what are the topics are there, what kind of things we are going to learn. So everything you will be getting the course structure in the website itself. Okay. So if anyone is having the doubt on the course structure, so I'll be updating that to the website itself. Okay. Apart from that, if anyone having any doubt, any questions, any doubts, anything. Yes, you'll learn different integration with different models, as we have mentioned about the MM, and with SD, with TM, you will be seeing. If we miss the live session, then we'll go for the recording, but we have a doubt. How can we reach? So directly you can reach out to me with the WhatsApp. There is a WhatsApp integration in the website. In the bottom section you can see there is a contact us button is there for WhatsApp, so you can directly contact with me. But basically, if you have any doubt, any discussion, there will be a discussion section in the course. Okay, so inside the course there will be a discussion section will be there, there will be announcement section will be there. So everyone joins this course, they can have a discussion over there, they can post your question, you can ask your question directly. If you want to connect with me directly, you can ping me on WhatsApp also. Okay, that is also possible. Duration mostly it will be 2 months to 3 months will be there. 2 to 3 months of duration. Website address. You have already booked this website webinar from the website, right? Practice server included? No, no practice server included. Practice server you have to take. Okay. Okay. Website address. Okay. So this is the website address. Also, you can get this from the YouTube section. Also, you can get this address. Or if you have booked from this link, right? You have booked this demo session or for this webinar, you have booked it from the website itself. So that is the website. Currently, there is no limit, but I believe we have to keep it for 1 year or something like that. If in coming days there will be some, let's say, limitation on the, let's say, storage or something will be there, so we will be keeping it for 1 year. Okay. Morning 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. is possible. Yeah, it is almost 8:30. Okay. We can try to start little bit earlier, but I have one other session which is ending around 8:10, so mostly we can start by 8:15. Mostly we can start by that time. No, you will not be able to download the session. You will be able to see that session in the website. And I believe this will work on offline mode also. Okay, so there will be no internet will be required, so you can use it in the offline mode also. Okay. I hope Abhishek 8:15 is a fine time for you. Good time, right? 15 minutes you can adjust, right? Or 15 minutes you can watch in the recording. Okay. I believe that some people are working, so that is why the time. Okay. Yes, we are starting on Tuesday. Thank you, Pratik. You are welcome. Okay. So if anyone having any questions, you can ask, or else we are good to close today's session. Okay. Then yes, Akshay, we are going to start from very basic, from the starting. Let's say whoever are not into the warehousing, they don't know anything in the SAP warehousing system, so we will be starting from basic. Okay. Anyone other? Any questions? Good to go? Good to close today's session? Yes, Akshay. We will be covering all the topics from the simple to complex topics. Okay. Complex outbound also will be having that one. Any other questions? Anything? Okay, I believe no questions are there, so we are good to close. Please try to book your seats. Okay, please try to book your course so that on Tuesday I'll be meeting you inside the course. Okay, so bye everyone. Bye bye and take care.